Hey there, folks. This is Foggy. Welcome to day 110 of my year of solo board gaming. Called because it is ill-advised and stupid. Almost as ill-advised and stupid as going out and smoking a bunch of weed today, because today is April 20th, or at least it will be by the time this airs. It is, I think, April 12th right now, so I'm filming this about a week in advance. Hopefully the world is still roughly the same by then. We are in the middle of Under Falling Skies, which started life as a print and play game, but eventually got a full box version. The full box version includes a campaign where basically you're trying to save different world cities with different characteristics. And we are on chapter 3. So far, we're playing this on the easiest mode possible. So when I say that we've managed to succeed in saving all of our cities so far, and I forgot to write in what we were doing on this last one, it should not be taken as any sort of measurement of skill or ability. Let's see, Clinton was this one, and then I think Yaroslav and Sandra were this one. I succeeded on the first one. All right. They give you this nice little nifty booklet, which I've called Panda World. You can see we've already saved Havana, Montreal, Paris, and Cairo. Unfortunately, that means a bunch of other cities have perished, unfortunately. Johannesburg was not even touched, not even discussed in the matter. But we have chapter 3 here. We've got this lovely little dissection, and by removing the implant, we turned our enemy into a friend. And we see that we've got various people to help out, including a little kid and an alien, of course, because, that's what we really need in an alien invasion. For the sky tile setup, we're using 2 advanced tiles that have warps on them, and we're going back to the basic one for this bottom one. They actually tell you do not use number 2. We also have vertical rooms for the first time, so those are going to be fun to try to deal with because those are a pain in the butt. We have mothership action. We can move ships. Basically, when it comes down to here, if the mothership hits here, all the ships go down by 2. They do not trigger the effects of the spaces they land on, but that is something to keep in mind. All right, so we're going to go ahead and deal out 2 different players, 2 different assistants to help us out here. Sort of randomly pick these. We have the alien and the little kid. Okay. One of these 2 is going to die. Horrible, horrible death. All right, let's go ahead and shuffle these up. We're going to deal out the different adventures that we could possibly have with them. We don't know what's going to come up. What? There we go, the alien and the kid. All right, and then these 2 are going to go to the side. We're going to take our 5 cities. And we're going to take the 5 cities and just sort of randomly move them around with the pretense of shuffling and try to pick one. There we go. And Sydney and Tokyo. Okay. Tokyo. You can have only 1 robot, but it is not exhausted when it's installed. And that's good because that means that you get to use your robots right away. Jang Chanwook. Move a single ship 1 space up or down to an unoccupied space to the sky without triggering the effect of that space. That's actually pretty good. Just before that kamikaze attack, the alien acknowledged a signal, and now that signal is back. Kamikaze ships. Instead of 5 purple ships, use 4 purple and the orange. Place it in a random spot. When the orange hits the ship, hits the city, 2 damage instead of 1. And when it respawns, it goes where the lowest purple ship is. That's nasty. Sydney. Once during each room's phase, you can transfer a worker die of value 3 or less to a research space. And then Isaac. When respawning ships, skip one of them so they will not be respawned until next round. So that's a helpful way to delay the orange one if that were the same capability. Same thing. Storm, the energy is using some sort of weather control technology to disrupt our radar and confuse our pilots. Place 5 tokens face down, and one in each column. Cover the bottommost explosion with a token. You cannot use these explosion spaces covered by tokens. Whenever a ship is shot down, move the token in its column to that explosion space. If the column has no token, use the token on the mothership. When ships are shot down on multiple spaces in the same column, you choose one to get the token. So basically, it's a clouding effect that will affect all the exclusion. I think that's the one that we're going to do. I'm sorry, kid. Sorry to let you down. Sorry to let Tokyo down. C'est la vie. But let's go ahead and pull up Storm. And I don't think it matters which one is which. I think we just have to have these face down because we're not going to use the value at any point. All right. Let's move that out to the side. We've got Sydney here. Sydney is going to use B and G for its spots. So B is going to go on top, G is going to go on bottom. We have one vertical room. For vertical rooms, you do have to use robots. However, Sydney can actually help out with that because we can actually transfer a die that's 3 or less to a research space. So that actually helps us out there. We might not have to use robots for that. Excavation is going to start here. We start with 3 energy. We start with a good amount of health. We have some really big spaces this time around. We got a 10 and a 10 up there, so that's going to be difficult. So we're going to put the storm thing there, and we're going to put our people here. We've got Isaac. Let's figure out who's going to help us out the most. She could help us out. I feel like I want to wait on her. I'm gonna take at least Clinton because he'll be able to shoot down an enemy ship without it moving the token. And this will give us a nice little boost to our excavator at some point, probably early on. So I think we'll go with that. And then these two will come in later. So let's go ahead and fill out our sheet so we know what we're doing. We are going to save Sydney from the storm with the help of Isaac. We've got Clinton and Pieter. All right. Let's get this game started. The teleports, by the way that they work is that I believe these basically act as like jumps. So let's say this lands here. This will now jump up to here. If this were to land here, it will jump down here. They can move in both directions. They can move up or down. So we can use those to some effect to basically help us manage where the ships are. All right, we got some good values to start off with. We want the 6 to try to get all the way over to here. But for the 6, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That lands in a non-existent spot, so that's actually kind of nice. There's nothing there, and I think that's probably what we're going to do. We're going to start off with that. We're going to get this excavator moving so we can try to get these other ships open up as soon as possible. We're going to need energy, and we're going to want to shoot down ships if possible. But this is all we have to work with. So I kind of feel like I want to put the 6 here, except that's going to activate the ships. It's going to move them down. I don't see anything that's really helpful otherwise. And a 6 here, we'll put this here. But we're not going to really have much that we can do beyond that. Let's do 4 here. We might as well try to start getting some of these blown up. Let's do 6 here. That will move that down there, and then we have to re-roll. 4 and 3. So I think 4, we might as well take the energy. Yeah, 4 will take the energy. And then 3 will go here because there's really not anything else that we can do with it. So 2 is there. All right. So now we're going to go ahead and do our rooms. We don't get anything from the AAA. We're going to use 1 energy to get all the way down here. Let's see. We have the 4. That's going to add 3 energy. And then we've got the 6 here. That's going to use up 1 energy and blow up anything with a 5 or less. We blow up 1 ship. Unfortunately, that's it. We move the token all the way up here now. So that's now an empty spot. Like we can't blow it up again there unless we blow up something else in that column. And that looks like it. So now the mothership's going to come down by 1. It's going to respawn 1 in the column that's empty, and then another one will go ahead and go here. All right. All right, we got 6, 6, 3, 1, and 1. That's garbage. Actually, it's not garbage. It's fine. I kind of want the 6 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That would put it right on a blow up spot. I kind of want that. Let's see. Oh yeah, I'm going to put it here. So we're going to need energy as a result, but that's going to give me a place where I can blow up these 2 ships. And that's cool. That's cool, man. That's really cool. That's awesome. 3 is going to go here. Actually, if I do 3, if I do 3 here, that'll move this here. And I have to reroll. I did not remember to move this one down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, we got 4 and 2. So let's see. Yeah, we'll do the 4 here so we can get some energy. That will move this down here and blow it up. And then we'll do 2 here, which I can't really do much else with. I could go here or here, and it really it's doesn't make much difference. This will move this over to here into this column. That's about it. That's all I can really do. Is there anything else I can do with my characters? I mean, Isaac's kind of a weird one. It's really, you're going to get 1 use out of him to not respawn a ship, and I think that's a late game ability. But now we're going to go ahead and do our moves. So we're going to use 1 energy to move the thing. We're going to get 3 energy back, so that's going to move up to 6. We're going to use 2 energy. We're going to blow up anything that's on a 6 or less. So that's that. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. I really should have been more careful about that because I need to now move these to the spots where they were. Right? I messed that up. So that was there, I think. That was there, I think. That was there, I think. And that was there, I think. I'm hoping I got that right because I just realized I messed that up completely. That was a bit of a bummer. This is now going to come down 1. This is going to go back onto the ship. And basically we're going to get it 1 per. All right. And this goes back up by 2. So we still don't have that room available. But now we can try to get this down to here. Okay, so 6, 5. We've got a bunch of 6s here. That's going to be helpful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's not going to be helpful because I don't want to trigger that. But I don't think I have much of a choice. I have to get this moving. This might be the turn that I just say, you know what, I'm going to use Peter's ability to move this 4 without me having to do anything. So let's focus instead on getting some research done. We'll go ahead and do, I just fumbled one of these, didn't I? I'm going to start the whole roll again and try to be a little bit more careful. Sorry. Okay. All right, so I am going to go. We need to start getting some research done. What do we want to do first? I am blanking out here completely. Sorry. I think we're going to use the 3 on here. This is going to move this down to here, and we're going to re-roll everything. Okay. I think we're going to go ahead and get some energy. Or do we want a robot? I think we want a robot. Let's get some energy. Yeah, I think that's my best bet. That moves that down here. We'll go ahead and do a 5 here. Is that going to be enough? That's not going to be enough, is it? Because that's going to give me a 3. It's not going to give me enough to really shoot down the 4. Let's get the 2 placed. Let's do the 2 here so that this comes down by 1. Two more 5s. So no matter what, this is going to advance the ship. All right, so might as well just suck it up. This is going to come down to here. This is going to come down to here. This is going to move this. This gets put onto the mothership because it went through it. This gets put onto the mothership because it went through it. We do not advance that, though. We will advance it once we go down 1 more. So this goes away. We use 1 energy to go up by 3. 2 more energy to go up by 6, which unfortunately just puts us there. We get 4 energy back. We're going to use this for shooting down 3s, which unfortunately is just this one. And then we're going to gain 2 energy and move the excavator 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Then this comes down by 1, and we spawn some ships. All right. That was not a good turn. All right, let's see what we got here. We got some very bad dice. I think I want to do the 1 here. Just keep those in position, right? I want to get this 5 down to here. Oh, and he's been used, so we can't use him again. Yeah, I think I'm going to do 5 here. That moves that down to here, but then I'm going to do 5 here. Which moves this down to here over here. Now I will be able to blow up some ships on this turn, at least. Then that leaves me the 4 and the 2. This 4 could be trouble. Especially over here. And over there. So I need to put, I want to use this 2. May as well use the 2 here. Move that down 1. And then this gets re-rolled. Gives me a 4. No matter what, I am... Nope, that's not necessarily true. I'm going to do the 4 here. I don't want to do it that way, but I don't want to advance the ship either. Actually, I think I kind of do want to advance the ship. I want to go ahead and advance the ship. I'm going to do 4 here. Sorry. I'm futzing all about. Okay, so that is the thing. So we're going to take these 2. Those go away. We're going to gain 2 energy and move the excavator 4 spaces again. But first we're going to do the research, so that that puts us at 7. The research moves us there. We're not. That's as far as we can get. Like, this is just a wasted die as a result. But this 5 does shoot down for 2 energy a whole bunch of ships. So it's going to shoot down this one, and that just gets rid of it. But then that means that this is going to go in there. We're going to shoot down this ship. This is going to move this column. This actually should have been out of the column anyway. And then this ship is gone. So yeah, that should not be there. That should be there. This ship is gone, so this is here. There we go. I think that is the correct way to do it. Don't at me in the comments. This is a tough one to keep straight. And then that's that. Now, I forgot to bring this guy down, because the reason I wanted to do that is because that brought the mothership down. That means I don't have to do that. Now when the mothership kicks in, this will come down 1 more. This will go back by 1, but I still have all my research spots. So now these will fill in empty spots here and here. And that should be correct. That should be the correct way to do it. I'm going to use Clinton's ability now to go ahead and shoot this one down. Actually, we're going to wait. We're going to wait until we're going to wait until we've actually got the dice in the columns this time around, and then we'll shoot it down. This is looking tense. And I've done nothing as far as research goes. I'm nowhere as far as research. Like, this is just god awful. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go 4 here. One, two, three, 4. We're going to go 5 robot. No, because that's not going to allow it to kick in right away. So I'll be able to get 8 research out of this if I play this 2 somewhere else, because I'll be able to move the 2 somewhere. For the 2, though, I think I want to put it here so that this just comes down to the 4. I've got 1 on 4. I've got 1 on a blank. So I think I can go here. Let's actually go here. This will move this down to the 5, because then I can go there instead. And yeah, that's good, because that will move this up to here instead. And this passed through this, so this goes back up here. That means we re-roll this last one. This last one is a 3. That's awesome, because I wanted a 3. It doesn't really matter where we put it, because we're just going to move it anyway. If we move it here, I don't know how that works where the beam is no longer visible. Has not been overtaken by the mothership tile. So it's really kind of potato. But we might as well put that there. All right, so now rooms phase. We are going to move this 3 down to here so we get some extra research. We're going to use gain 2 energy, move this all the way to the end. We're going to go ahead and use 2 energy to get 9 research. That's going to move us up to here. We're going to increase the value of this up to a 6, which means for 1 energy, we will basically destroy anything on a 5 or lower. So that's this 4, which gains a tile. That's this 5. So this moves all the way back down here. I just completely disrupted this little tableau here. I think that's it. I think those are the only ones that had people on them. 4, yeah. That's it. All right, so these 3, these 2 are going to come back. All right. And now we start the next turn. And what's nice is that this is all the way down. Let's see. This is actually going to come down by 1. This is going to get overtaken as a result. All the ships now come down by 1. Need to get some research done. So the problem with trying to do some of this research is that it is going to be difficult to really move some of these around the way that we want them to. And I kind of want this one more than I want this one. So we're going to move this 5 here. This is going to cause some damage. We're going to go ahead and take the hit. This also comes back up. So that's no longer in the column. This should have come out. Take 1 damage. When the enemy ship leaves, I'm sorry, it leaves the space, not or passes through completely. So while that's still there, it's still in effect. That's good to know. Let's see. We're going to need a 3 somewhere. Where's a good spot for 3? I think the best spot for 3 is over here. And we'll just simply put this in one of the columns. We want it to come down 3 so we can have it teleport over there. We've now got a 5 that we can put in this column, and it's not really going to make a difference. But we want to put it someplace where it's really going to be helpful. I think that's the best spot for it. We've now got a 1 and a 2. Kind of want to put the 1 here so that those 2 don't move. We get a 5. So we're not going to blow anything up, I don't think. And if I put a 5 there, that would be bad. But are we going to have enough energy to do what we need to do? I think so. So I'm going to put it here so that the 5 lands here. All right. So now these 2 come out. This is going to get moved over here. We now have 10 resources. We're going to use 3 energy total. And this allows us to increase these by 5. So this is going to be a maximum of 12 and 14 research. So this is going to move us all the way up here. And something I messed up, I'm just realizing now. So I'm going to actually push this down here. So this goes down here. So something I messed up was that I should not have advanced this far. This should still be here. The reason is that I used Pieter's ability twice, so I'm off in terms of energy. So this would have given me 4 energy. This I think correctly puts me where I should have been. Sorry for messing that up. I'm sorry. It's horrible at the rules. This is going to come down. The mothership overtakes that spot and overtakes that guy. Everybody's going to come down by 2. We fortunately don't trigger any spots that they land on. But now most of our spots are up there. We're running out of time and we need to get some research done. All right. Reroll that one. I got a 6. All right, so the question is, do I just go ahead and take the 6 damage here? Yeah. No. Part of the problem is that no matter what, I mean, we need to get some high values going through here. I need to get 2 10s, essentially. So there's no way to really do that on the same move without using all of this, and I can only transfer it once. So this is good because this will give me like 7, but no matter what, I'm only going up 10 this round. So I may as well focus on getting 110 knocked out, but then the rest of it focused on blowing things up. So we'll go 6 here so that we have that to blow things up with. That means that ship's going to come down and hit us for 1, which is unfortunate. We're going to go here for the 4 to move that down to here. This 3... This is rough. This is rough. We're still going to get hit one more time. This 5 will go here. We'll get hit again. We definitely need the 3 to move. We'll put that on research just in case. And then this gets rolled. 4. And that'll go here for energy, which unfortunately means we're going to get hit one more time. We are getting hit hard now. So now we can move the 3 because we have that ability. We're going to gain some energy. We're going to gain 3 energy. We're going to use 2 of it to blow things up. That's going to blow that up, and that's going to blow that up. This is harsh. We're going to move up by 10. And that is everything that we can do. Brings us down to 2 energy. And then we're going to spawn, and everybody spawns, and we're going to use his ability this time to keep us from spawning a ship. Because we're going to have 6 total. Good lord. We are running out of time. We'll use it to keep one of these from spawning. All right, and did we use his ability yet? I can't remember if we did or not. I think we're going to lose this game. I think we're going to lose this hard. So we need to get a 5 in here so that we can skip that 10. Let's move that over there. Move that here. So let's move that here. That way they're both on blow-upable spots. For the 2, I hate to do it here because that's just kind of weak, but that'll give us some energy at least. 4. Go here, just get some energy. Yeah, that'll move this down here and down here. We're not going to win this. We're not going to win this at all. Because I still need to move a 2, don't I? 1. That's no bueno. That's no bueno. Yeah, I don't see how I can win this. So that'll go there. And then we'll move it over here. But essentially, this is going to... Like, we can't get enough now to increase this the way it has to be increased. Because this... The most I could do is this 2 here and increase it by 1 to a 3. Oh, that actually would work. That would work. I mean, granted, the problem is that we're still only going to go up by this, and we're going to get knocked down by one on the next turn. We used up 3 energy, and we're gaining 4. So that puts us at 6 and down to 3. And that's as much as we can do. Now this is going to come down 1, so this gets picked up. And we go back down 1 on the track. So now the problem is that no matter what, like, we can only take 2 more damage, and we need to get 5 more spots on that research track, and we just cannot do that. We're going to shoot this guy down just because. Might as well. We'll do 5 here just because. Reroll the rest of this. We'll move this 2. Do the 6 here. We'll get hit with this. Take 1 more damage. And then have to re-roll everything. But if we're going to do the 2 first, we'll do the 2. Doesn't really matter. We'll do the 2 here. Can't move over 1, at least. These get re-rolled. We got a 3 and a 6. And no matter what, that is going to mean that we take too much damage from the last. Yeah. Because we either put a 3 here or a 6 here, or a 3 here, 6 here. Either way, we're going to get hit with that last damage, and we have lost a game. Believe it or not, we've lost a game. So sad. I'm sorry, Sydney. We've lost. So technically, what we could do is replay this game with a stronger... I'm going to put a little X here. I think I just had 2... That's hilarious. Apparently I'm rough on mechanical pencils. Oh, I see what happened. Yeah, they came out from the eraser side. That's funny. So what was I gonna say? Pretty much what you can do is you can then restart it, and you're gonna play with the defeated side of the city. And then you can basically transfer a dice of any value to a research space, which is helpful. What we needed to do was get a robot done in place sooner to be able to do this. But I think for the sake of finishing this up in a week, we're going to assume that Sydney was lost and that we do not have that available. So sadly, we don't get to keep that. Now, I don't know what happens to our people. I think our people, like if we lose somebody, I think they're not available for future games. So we lost Isaac in this. We still have Clifton and Pieter, but we lost this one. So those all go away, and we'll get set up for the last one. And I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you all.